In this episode of Strongback Nation, we share some creative ways to boost your junk removal income, including one big idea that is seriously being considered.
Good morning, back with another one. So today I wanted to talk about some of the side things you can do with junk removal. And just so you know, it's quite the rainy day today. It's going to get really wet. I got to get to the landfill quick before it gets too muddy. It just started raining, so anyway, I have been looking into kind of ways to supplement the income for the business. So here's what I have come up with so far and have tried. But you also I feel like you have to have manpower. So you can resell items. So you pick up the items. So usually for me, the easiest thing to do is the bigger items, furniture. So like the couches, the dressers, the furniture, that type of thing. Because you can sell it for at least $100, maybe $150 if you want it to turn around pretty quick. So you can do that. You can sell things on eBay, which takes time. It's really tedious, which I don't have. I'm not able to do that. And so I try to just repurpose, donate, or recycle. But what I was thinking is, here's what I'm going to do, I think. I am going to flip homes. And so here's how I'm going to do it. Well, first of all, I have no idea how to do it. But here's where I'm going to go to get started. So I have a lot of family that is in real estate, and they flip homes and buy real estate, do investment properties, rentals, and that kind of stuff. And so what I do know is you've got to have some capital to invest, and who knows, like maybe there are ways to invest without putting down capital. So what I'll do is I need a mentor. So like those are my family. I don't think they have time to do mentorship or anything like that. But here in Kansas City, I found a guy. And so shout out to I forget, I'm sorry, I don't know his name, but he's the guy who started Slam Dunk and Junk. I watched an interview with him with Troy Kerns. I'll have to go back, and I hope that's his name. I'm pretty sure that is. But Troy is from Kansas City, and he flips homes, and I watched a lot of videos, and he does coaching, or I don't know. The reason why I bring this up is because he is doing a meeting tonight in Kansas City that I'm going to try to get to. Hopefully I can make it. But so the idea is, what I do know is, you get into investment property, and then you just fix it up. And I'm sure there's a formula for that, and you've got to make sure you know what materials to get that are that's not gonna break the bank, or it's not going to create any issues there. But the other problem is you got to have a crew. Like my family, they've got all kind, like they're bilingual, so they speak Spanish, so they know how to communicate. In Colorado, they know how to find those crews that are the Spanish crews that are amazing. They're really hard workers, and they are really good at what they do. But out here in Kansas City, like, you can't really find that. I don't know if all the work is out west or what. But anyway, he convinced a guy in his crew, a Spanish guy, to come out here from Vegas, because Troy promised he can keep him busy, and he is keeping him busy. And he does really good work. So it's just a win-win. Like, keeps him busy, he's happy, he's making a really good living with what he does. And Troy, he's getting all the investment properties worked on, built out, and ready to go to resell. So it'll be interesting, because the beauties of when I was driving Uber is I got really familiar with Kansas City. Like, so if he tells me, what properties to buy, I'll know exactly where it's at, if it's a good neighborhood or if it's kind of a shady neighborhood or whatever. But I'll have a good idea. Just some street smarts, if it's a good location. So anyway, I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I can get to that meeting tonight so that I can figure out flipping homes, about how to get into it and what to do. Because I've been wanting to do this. Like, I wrote this goal down, a long time ago. I wanted to own rental properties. And so I don't know if I want to do rentals, but I think flips would be right up my alley, because just like with junk, you just handle, there's a limited time where you provide the service and you handle the transaction, and then you don't have to worry about it. With rentals, it's long term. You're dealing with tenants, you're dealing with just long term things, which I don't really want to do. But with flips, it's a 90-day thing, and if you're comfortable with the process, then it shouldn't be an issue. It'd be pretty smooth. But I didn't know about this. I didn't know that was an option. But the reason why I think it would be easier than most to get into this is because when you're doing junk removal, like 10 to 15 times out of the year, you're going to come across a customer who needs to sell their house. And so that's a perfect, like, if you're in investment properties, I don't know how they generate leads, but that's a perfect lead to buy a property. Especially if it's like a clean out or something. So you just clean out their house, and then offer to purchase their home, and then you just fix it up a little bit, flip it, and make a 25K profit or whatever. So I think that would be awesome. I think that would, if I could start out with 4 of those a year, once a quarter, or something like that. Oh, that'd be perfect. And then I could double it the next year, and then just get into that full time. I don't know how long. I think the junk removal, I'm committed to doing this, 3 to 5 years, and see where I'm at. I'll look at the 3-year mark, see where I'm at, and then I'll go to 5 if I sell and it's profitable to sell. I might do that. And then get into flipping properties. Yeah, that's exciting. So here's another thing. So if you're hesitant, like, with new ideas, like, this is a new idea for me, but I don't know what your belief is, but I believe in God, and I believe that if He that He places ideas in front of us, and I call those breadcrumbs. And so I was talking to my brother about this, and he said, follow the breadcrumbs. If something comes up, just like go check it out. So I consider this a breadcrumb. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see, kind of getting an idea if this is a good thing to get into or if it's the right timing. But it's a breadcrumb, and it feels right. It feels good. Not gonna jump in right away, but I'm gonna explore and do some research on it. But I do think it's a really good way to bolster your revenue, and yeah, that'd be awesome, because I've got some goals. And it's funny because like I love his advertising for his coaching. Troy Kerns, he's rolling up in his beautiful huge home, like he's riding up towards the camera on his ATV. And he said, saying something like, hey, if you want to buy one of these and you want this home, come, sign up below, or whatever his offer is. But no, that'd be awesome. I would love to, because there's some I've got to expand my house. I've got 7 kids. I've got 6 kids and 1 on the way. So like I've got to get some more rooms in that house, and I've got to figure out a way to expand a little bit. But anyway, no, we have this plan. So if we're able to expand, we're going to double our house. I mean, it's not going to be a huge mansion, but it's going to have. We've got this floor plan that we designed, and we have like all the bedrooms and a studio room for me to do music and stuff like that, and a really cool layout, just a 1-floor layout. Should be awesome. I would love to do that. It'd be pretty easy to expand, because it's the type of home that it just has the framing, but then like the metal siding. I don't know how to explain that. It's the pole barn style of building type thing. It's funny because like we were joking that sometimes we feel like we live in like almost like a tree house or something. Just because I don't know, it's just but I don't know, we like it, and it works with what we're doing. So anyway, those are some of the ideas that I've come up with, and so I think that's going to be something that we'll be pursuing down the road. I know at some point I've always wanted to get into real estate somehow, and I think this is a good way to get into it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know.
Thanks for listening. If you'd like to hear more on a specific topic or have any feedback of any kind, we would love to hear from you. You can reach out at strongbacknation@gmail.com.